So you have your first ever Denis Wick mouthpiece here.
Yes,
Can you
yes.
tell me a little bit about how this came about?
Well, I found an old Salvation Army euphonium mouthpiece. It had the most perfect curve, but it had a terrible cut.
Right.
And I was told by our bass trombone player, Tony Thorpe, who was a character plus 100, an incredible man, that there was this firm called Cox who made mouthpieces. So I went to see them and showed them what I'd done with this old Salvation Army euphonium mouthpiece. Yeah. And old Bill Cox said, "Yeah, all right, how many do you want?" So I said, 3 or 4, something like that. Oh, no, expensive.
Right.
You might as well have 100.
Okay.
So I thought, what the hell am I going to do with 100 mouthpieces? But that's what happened.
Okay.
And no engineer can make 100 of anything. It's either 102 or 96. So we made our first mouthpiece.
Right.
And this was it.
Wow, so that was the very first one.
That's got the Salvation Army inside.
Okay.
And we made a cup, which was the rim rather, which was a kind of compromise. And I chose the rim I like best. And so we put this rim on the old Salvation Army cup, and we made it fit, more or less. And there it was.
Wow. So what mouthpiece did you play on when you were playing professionally?
Well, I started off with this.
Okay.
And over the years I tried different ones, and I came back to this in the end.
Right. So what mouthpiece size is this mouthpiece that you played on?
Well, it's the current 4AL, but at that time we didn't know what to call it.
Okay.
So Bill Cox said, well, put a letter on it. So we put A on it.
Yeah.
He said, you can make 25 more now.
Yeah.
And it, it
Still works.
perfectly well.
Isn't that?
And then there was a Scotsman played in the Salvation Army band at Hendon.
Okay, I went there when I was growing up in Hendon.
Right.
Yeah, grew up in Hendon.
He was a very good cornet player.
That's Tommy Wilson.
Tommy Wilson, that's right, yes. I introduced him to Boozes, and he helped them design the Sovereign
Oh, okay,
cornet,
wow. Yeah.
and helped me design my cornet mouthpieces.
Oh, okay, so you like work together to make.
Yes.
That's really interesting.
We used to go on Saturday morning
Right.
to the Cox factory,
Okay.
and we generally came up with something.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And the cornet mouthpieces became very, very popular. And people said there's this thing called 4 bars rest
Yeah.
that I had revolutionized the British brass band
Oh, wow.
by giving them deep mouthpieces.
Oh, okay.
And also by getting the Sovereign range of cornets from Boozes.
Wow. So how did you go from making trombone mouthpieces to making every mouthpiece? Did you start with the cornets and then move on to
Well, I
others?
thought there could be more cornets than trombones,
Yeah,
and so we started with the number 4 cornet,
okay,
and then we made a shallow version of 4B,
yeah,
and the 3C cornet has the same cup as the 3C trumpet,
right, okay,
so that if somebody doubled, they could use that.
right.
And it just kept growing and growing.
Oh wow, that's so amazing.
Then later on, Stephen Mead helped me with euphonium mouthpieces,
Yeah,
and well, it just kept growing.
yeah.